What's up? This is Stephen Bloodworth, and this is part 2 of my June 2020 Blu-ray update. So I usually never do this, but I just got so many Blu-rays this month that I had to divide this video into 2 parts. Otherwise, I just hate it when Blu-ray or DVD updates go for like 45 minutes to an hour. And on Friday, I'll be posting the DVD update for June 2020, and that will be a much shorter video. I didn't get many DVDs this month, but there's still some great stuff I got. The first one I got is from AGFA, and it is Scary Movie. I've still yet to watch this one. I've heard some really great things about it. If you guys have seen this and own the AGFA Blu-ray, then let me know how it is down below in the comments. And this is another AGFA, and this is one with Bleeding Skull. They kind of did the same thing with the DVD release of Blood Lake. This one is called Wicked World, another one I have yet to see. If any of you guys have seen it, please let me know down below how it is. Like I said in part 1, I've been trying to catch up on so many films from like Dario Argento and Lucio Fulci. This is one I surprisingly have never seen, and I haven't seen the one I'm going to talk about next. But this one just looks absolutely amazing, and this is Cat in the Brain. If you guys are fans of Fulci and have seen this one, let me know how it is. And the next one from Blue Underground, and I cannot believe it has taken me this long to watch this film. I see the trailer all the time, or I see clips of it all the time, and I've been watching the clips and trailers for years, and I've always said to myself, oh my god, that film looks amazing. Why has it taken me this long to watch it? And why haven't I watched it yet? I don't know. But this is the 3-disc limited edition Blu-ray of Lucio Fulci's House by the Cemetery. I just really can't wait to get into this. If you're Fulci fans and fans of this film in particular, please let me know your thoughts on it down below. Another Blue Underground one, and I have seen this. I've seen this a couple of times in the past. It's not really the best film out there. There's definitely better, pseudo snuff films out there, but this is the first of its kind, and it's Snuff. I've been waiting for years to finally get the Blu-ray release of this. I like pseudo snuff films when they're done right. This one was one of the first, so it has a special place in my heart. But if you guys are fans of Snuff or have seen it, you like it, you don't like it, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. The next one's from Vestron Video, and this is the 12th release they've done. I know Vestron's going to be putting out some other ones coming out. I forget which ones they are. But, I've never seen any of the Vestron releases. This is the first one that I got, and need to check it out. It's Slaughter High. If you own any Vestron Blu-ray releases, let me know how they are below. And if you've seen Slaughter High, let me know what you think of it down below. The next one's a Massacre Video Blu-ray, and this is one of those films where it's been out of print on DVD for years, pretty hard to find, pretty expensive, and I really thought it would never see the light of day again. Thankfully, Massacre put this one out on Blu-ray, and I finally got around to watching it, and I had a load of fun watching it, and it is Fiend. It's a Don Dohler film, kind of a zombie film, and kind of a monster film. Just one thing about it, the effects and the gore are really, really fun. If you guys like these kind of films with just outrageous, color special effects, then I say give this one a shot. This one is an 88 Films release, and there's also a Vinegar Syndrome release of this, but this one in particular is from 88 Films, and it's Splatter University. This one does have the reversible cover, but I have always preferred this one, which I believe is the North American VHS cover of it. But it's always one of those ones that I just love to watch. It's just one of those films where if I really don't want to do anything, I don't want to watch anything serious, I'll put on Splatter University, I'll see some good gore, I'll have some fun. But I must say, 88 Films really did a great job with this Blu-ray. If you've seen the film and you own either the 88 Films Blu-ray release of it or the Vinegar Syndrome Blu-ray release of it, let me know what your thoughts are of it down below. And the next two, both of these are Unearthed Films' newest releases. The first one, I saw the trailer for this years ago and was really looking forward to checking it out. I don't know if somebody put it out before that or was still looking for distribution, but Unearthed eventually came around and picked it up, and that is What the Waters Left Behind. This is pretty much the South American Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Same kind of feel, people going out, the car breaks down, these crazy, it pretty much Texas Chainsaw Massacre meets The Hills Have Eyes, where you have the deformed characters who are pretty much just killing people and eating people. It's a very, very gritty film, and if you like Texas Chainsaw, if you like The Hills Have Eyes, this is the modern day equivalent, and you will absolutely love it. And another one from Unearthed Films, and I haven't gotten around to watching this one yet. I believe it's made by the same guy who did Famine, which is another Unearthed release. This one has been long sought after by collectors, and this one is Gutterballs. From what I know, it has kind of the same feel to it as Famine does, which kind of worries me because I really did not care for Famine, but let me know what you guys think of it below. You know, I'm looking forward to checking this out. I hear nothing but great things about it, but Famine just wasn't up my alley. This next one is a Darksky Films release, and this one is Deadgirl, another one that I gave away in my contest. Oh, two guys, they break into an abandoned mental asylum and they find a girl chained up in the basement, and she turns out to be undead. She's a zombie. They beat her, she gets shot at, she's still living. So these two sick fucks turn her, they decide to use her as a sex slave. So they pretty much bring their friends down there to have sex with this zombie. If you like these kind of necrophiliac kind of films, if you like necrophilia in films, then this is one you might want to check out. This one's an Anchor Bay release. This is another first watch from me, and it is one of the most messed up films of the 21st century that I have ever seen, and this one is called Excision. Basically, you got a girl who's probably the biggest outcast in her school. She has these dreams of becoming a surgeon, but she just has these crazy fantasies of these orgies that are just soaked in blood and gore, and she pretty much loses her virginity to this one guy, but she wants it to be on her period because she's having those bloody fantasies. So she asks the guy to go down on him, and he comes up with a mouthful of blood. I know, disgusting. Well, Malcolm McDowell and John Waters both have cameos in this one, and actually the girl who plays Grace in this is actually the daughter from Modern Family. And anybody that likes fucked up films, I can't recommend this one enough. Another one from Darksky Films, and another one I got because Dora Madison was in it, and this one is Bliss. Haven't gotten around to checking this one out, but I'm really looking forward to seeing this. I've heard also really good things about it. The next one's a Slasher Video and Olive Films release, and I don't know if they're doing any more of these. I really haven't seen much out of Slasher Video lately, at least really I haven't been paying attention. This is one I've been wanting to get for years, have never seen it. The DVD has been long out of print, but now there's the Blu-ray, which I think might also be out of print, I don't know, but it's shock 'em dead. But I've heard from many people that this film is a load of fun, and if you guys have seen it, please let me know what your thoughts are of it below. This one is from The Brain Factory, and I've seen this a bunch of times on Netflix, and really, really love it. I love the interviews with the Soska sisters, and Jessica Cameron has an interview in this, but this one is called Haunters, the Art of the Scare. It's basically a documentary on haunted houses, you know, the evolution of haunted houses, how they've become, you know, just merely extreme for the sake of extreme. They do a piece on McCamey Manor in this, and oh my god, the stuff it's the perfect film to watch around Halloween time. And of course, this year there's probably not gonna be any haunted houses, so this is probably the best you're gonna get. But if you love haunted houses, this is a must-see for anybody, and also a must-see for really any horror fans. This next one's a Lionsgate release, another first for me. I can't believe I have never seen this one. It's Eli Roth's Cabin Fever. Need I say more about this? I really actually liked it. I know a lot of people like the original Cabin Fever. I thought it was very different for a horror film. You know, I really haven't seen many illness, disease horror films. This one took it to another level. I really liked it, and even kind of like the sequel. I did get the sequel, and that'll be in the DVD update. This one I do need to check out. Universal put this one out. Everybody seems to be loving it. I still need to get around to watching it, and this one is The Hunt. Let me know what you guys think of it down below. I'm really excited to check it out. And this one is a A24 and Lionsgate film, and I went into this one blind. The cover made it seem like it wasn't a horror movie. Everybody was saying that it was a masterpiece and ultra disturbing. And I did watch this, and oh my god. A masterpiece, but really fucked up. And of course that one is Midsummer. Goes without saying, it's made by the same person who did Hereditary. I haven't seen many cult films, especially films like this, but the gore and the special effects in this one, just wow. Suspenseful, ultra disturbing, and I really can't say enough about this. This is definitely one of my favorite films of the 2010s. It was released, I think, in 2019. So yeah, probably one of my top 5 favorite films of the 2010s. And also one of the most disturbing films of the 21st century. And this one I hear everyone and their mothers talking about. And this one is actually really good. I really enjoyed it, and it's VFW. I mainly got this in the beginning because Dora Madison from Chicago Fire is in this one. I really enjoyed this. The blood is really good, and the characters are relatable. The film is just loaded with a bunch of action, wisecracks, and some great gore. I really can't say enough good things about it. I really enjoyed this one. This one I saw a couple years ago. It's a magnet release. Pretty nasty, but also a really interesting film, and it's called Sandman. It's kind of like a documentary, mockumentary about horror conventions, disturbing films, and they show off this one guy. It is fake, the guy is an actor, who does these films, this video series called the Sandman films, which he kind of lures these girls to be in this snuff film. I think it's supposed to be a snuff film, or a pseudo-snuff film, but he's making these really disturbing films, and people at these conventions are loving them. I need to rewatch this one. It's been years since I've seen it. If you guys have seen Sandman, let me know your thoughts on it below, but if you kind of like the, you know, pseudo-snuff films or learning about snuff films, then this is one I definitely recommend checking out. This next one's a Severin release, and God bless everybody that contributed to the Severin mid-year sale. Thankfully, I got my invoice, so I can sleep happily. But this one, actually, Mr. Wicker recommended. Yeah, he's a loyal subscriber of mine. If you haven't seen Mr. Wicker's channel, definitely check him out. Shout out Mr. Wicker. He said this was his favorite shot on video film. I have not seen it. and I'm happy to see, you know, a company like Severin putting this out, and this one's called Bloody Moon. If you guys have seen it, let me know what you guys think of it, but it just looks really, really good and really gory. This one is an Epic Pictures release. It's taken me years to getting around to getting this one. I still need to check it out. I'm hoping to see it around Halloween time. This one is Tales of Halloween. I just hear people saying it's an excellent anthology. If you guys have seen Tales of Halloween, please let me know your thoughts of it below. Just about done here. This one is a part of the Warner Archive collection, and I do own the DVD of it. The DVD is readily easy to find. But I think the Blu-ray might be out of print. I am not 100% sure, but much like Texas Chainsaw Next Generation, I try to get everything Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and this one is the Blu-ray of Leatherface. Surprisingly, there are no new features on this Blu-ray. It's pretty much the same exact thing as the DVD, but on a Blu-ray, which is a little disappointing. You know, maybe down the line a company like Scream Factory will do the same to this as they did with Next Generation, but Leatherface will always be one of my favorites. I really like it. It's different for a Texas Chainsaw film. It has more of a survivalist, hunting kind of feel to it, and it just shows that these guys are more hunters than psychopaths. They're crazy, sure, but they go for a much more extreme hunting kind of vibe to it. Then again, this one will always be one of my favorites, and I really hope they do a better Blu-ray. Somebody does a better Blu-ray of this in the future. And this one I got because I have only seen Leprechaun on VOD. I've never owned it on DVD or Blu-ray, and this one was really cheap. I think it was only like $10, so I figured why not? The only one I need is the new Leprechaun that came out. I forget Leprechaun Returns, I think. But this one is the Leprechaun Complete Movie Collection. It has 1 through 3, Leprechaun in Space, Leprechaun in the Hood, Leprechaun Back to the Hood, and Leprechaun Origins. I've only seen parts 1 and 2 of this. I've always had fun with the first Leprechaun. If you guys like Leprechaun, let me know what you guys think if you own this set, and let me know what your favorite Leprechaun film is. And another one I got, I've really been wanting to rewatch all of these. I've only seen up to part 3. And I've just been wanting to rewatch them. I really love the first one, and that is the Paranormal Activity 6 film collection, and it has Paranormal Activity 1, 2, 3, 4, Paranormal Activity the Mark ones, and Paranormal Activity the Ghost Dimension. I didn't even know that they did Ghost Dimension. I thought they finished at the Mark ones. I'm looking forward to rewatching these. I just need to find time to sit down and get into them. And the last 3 I got, I have seen the original. The original is one of my favorite, 70s exploitation films of all time. The remake, I liked it for what it was. It wasn't a bad film, but I've been really wanting to get into the sequels to the remakes. And, the 22 Shots of Moods and Horror did their podcast, and it really motivated me to getting around to checking these out. But this one is I Spit on Your Grave 2, which I've seen trailers of it, and it does look really good. Then there's I Spit on Your Grave 3, Vengeance is Mine, which I know it kind of goes for a different feel than the last 2, but still, I'm looking forward to checking this one out. And then this one, I've heard about for years, and only really paid attention to it recently. It does have Jamie Bernadette in it, and Jennifer Hills reprises her role in it. It's kind of like a mother-daughter rape revenge thing. And this one is I Spit on Your Grave, Deja Vu. I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. I heard people saying it was average, but I like Jamie Bernadette, and I really love I Spit on Your Grave, so it'll be pretty cool to watch, kind of a true sequel to I Spit on Your Grave. Actually, the only sequel to I Spit on Your Grave, not counting Savage Vengeance. Well, that took a long time, but that was all the Blu-rays that I picked up for June of 2020. Guys, thank you so much for coming by and checking this out. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, I'll leave the link down in the description below. If you guys are new to my channel, definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for all my latest videos posted every Monday and Friday. And also make sure to follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, to keep posted on what I'm doing behind the scenes of making these videos. If you're still there, before you click off this video, please hit it with a thumbs up and leave me a comment below saying what films you picked out recently and if you like or dislike any of the films that I've just shown. Until next time, take care and stay scared. Blu-rays are done.